too much. But my question will be sent to me as I no. Now a man for be braba so person me san history ni back biem. Na fi we are be 10 minutes be na obi ade na no 3 minutes na yapon. The person me can say near can John Pombe Magufuli ho asem. He came into power in 2015. No 17th of March 2021. But when he died, near African head of state Bibria, command speech and as a tribute about him. Ibimu free Kenya, Malawi, Uganda, Rwanda, omunyina ekoye. But the only speech standing out, I am Malawi President friend Lazarus Makati Chakwera. But you Lazarus Makati Chakwera. The 8-minute speech of Emma, or said the unpredictable Magufuli. The unpredictable Magufuli. They did not know that leadership could run in Africa without money being borrowed from outside because they didn't know Magufuli was coming. He said they did not know that project could set up and executed on time because they did not know Magufuli was coming. He said that they did not know that there's a president who is coming and will not give an ear to International General Assembly because they did not know Magufuli was coming. They did not know that corruption would be a thing of the past in Tanzania because they did not know Magufuli was coming. When Magufuli came into power, every raw materials in Tanzania was privatized. I mean, say, it was foreign investors who were mining all those things. But he came back and sanctioned them until 16% is given back to the Tanzania people as royalties. He also went to hospital and see that beds were scattered. Patients were lying on the floor, pregnant women all lying on the floor. He sacked all the directors there and bring you new ones and ask them to fix it within 3 months. In 3 weeks, it was done. China proposed to give him 10 billion loans to expand the Julius Nyerere hydroelectric dam so that each Tanzania can get 99.9 electricity. He refused, but he did it on his own. They also proposed to give him loan to expand the Tanzania port, but he refused. He did it on his own. He arrested 13,000 ghost names, people who are dead and their names are still taking money from the government payroll. That is where our money is going to. That's not colonialism. This problem is happening in Ghana. He also arrested 23,000 unqualified workers, people who are not qualified for their job, but they are still taking money from the government payroll in Tanzania. He also give free education to girls. By the moment you become pregnant, your family will start paying school fees, a nice way to fight moral decadence. Tanzania population is almost 60 million people. But their ministers were 39 during Sharukwete, the previous government. When he came into power, he reduced the ministers to 19, that Tanzania is in economic crisis, so they must cut the cost. He also seized all the V8 vehicles bought by them by the government, the previous government, and bought Toyota Corolla for them that the country is in crisis. They cannot afford to buy this car for you and also give you fuel. He also canceled all foreign trips from his ministers and all MPs. And he always called the ambassadors here to represent the country, like Tanzania ambassador to Germany, to UK, to America, to Canada, or to Italy, to represent them, then give the report to him. He never fly on a business class. He never fly with a chartered flight. He never used private jet. He fly normal, like the way we fly from here, with that we are in Europe and Ghana for economy class, African leaders have given us the impression that you must borrow to succeed as president. But when this man came into power, every loan that they proposed to him, he rejected it. But he was able to restore 6 aircraft into the Tanzania Airlines. He did all these things in 5 years. He built bridges, railways. He did a lot. He was able to push the Tanzania economy to a first-class economy. So the parliament sat down and sees that his impact on their country is too heavy for them to even, for another person to contest him on the ballot paper. So they sat down and reviewed and they sat down and amend their constitution so that he can be in power for a long period of time. He rejected it. He rejected it. So where did he get the money to do all these things in 5 years? Because all the money that were proposed to him, he rejected all of them. This man has shown us that the greater chunk of our resources that the colonizers have taken away, the little that we have, we can still manage it. This man has proved to us that our leaders who go to IMF for money and World Bank for money and AU for money, they are criminals, they are thieves. Just recently, IMF second batch money has come to Ghana, and look at the way everyone is happy.